Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is your tutor, Mr. Mlenga. So I want us to revise Mathematics Paper 1 for 2023 for external candidates. Okay, so stay tuned. Alright, so here we are going to start with question 1. So question 1 reads, evaluate 3 raised to the power of 2 plus 3 raised to the power of negative 1 times 2 raised to the power of 0. So how can you evaluate this question? So the first thing, copy the question the way it is, okay? So we are going to copy the question the way it is, which is 3 raised to the power of 2 plus 3 raised to the power of negative 1 times 2 raised to the power of what? 0. Then from there, let's start our question. So we have been given 3 raised to the power of 2, which means the base 3 is being multiplied by itself 2 times. Okay? So this will give us a 9 plus 3 raised to the power of negative 1. When you go back to the rules of indices, if you remember, if you have something like this, a raised to the power of negative 1, you want to get rid of this power having a negative, okay? So write it as 1 over a raised to the power of a positive 1. So we are going to apply this principle right here. We apply it here. So we are going to say 1 over 3 raised to the power of a positive 1 there. Then times. Now for this one, again, if you remember, under the rules of indices, if you have a raised to the power of 0, this will be written as 1. Any number raised to the power of 0, it will give us what? 1. So here, 2 raised to the power of 0, it's a 1. So I hope that you are following. Then from here, what's next? So what you are going to do is, here you can see multiplication comes first before addition, okay? So what you are going to do is, you are going to write this 9 plus 1 over 3. Now, 3 raised to the power of 1 is the same number 3. So 1 over 3 times 1, it will give you 1 over 3. Okay? Then from here, what's next? You can check. This is a fraction. This is a whole number. So make it as a fraction also. And find the lowest common multiple where 1 and 3 can go into without giving you any remainder. So this number is a what? A 3. So you say 1 into 3, it's 3. 3 times this 9, you are going to get what? 27. Plus 3 into 3, it's 1. 1 times this 1, get a 1. Then from here, let's just add 27 plus 1 to give us 28 over 3. Then let's leave our answer as a mixed fraction, where we say 3 into 28 goes there many times. How many times can 3 go into 28? 9. Because when you multiply 3 times 9 to give you 27. So the remainder will be a 1 over this 3. Okay, so we have answered our first question there, which is 9 whole number 1 over 3. We are now going to proceed to question 2. We now come to question 2. The question reads, simplify 2 outside the brackets, then inside you have x plus 3y minus 3. Inside the brackets we have 4x minus 2. Okay, so how can we simplify this? First thing, we are going to rewrite our question, okay, which is 2, then x plus 3y minus 3, then 4x minus 2. Okay, now what are we going to do? So the most important thing there is to open the brackets, okay? So the first brackets, we are going to open them by multiplying with a 2, which is outside here. We are going to expand. So 2 times x, we are going to get 2x plus 2 times 3y, we'll get a 6y. Okay, we are done. Next thing, let's expand the other brackets with a negative 3, which is right here. So negative 3, we will multiply everything inside the brackets, where you say negative 3 times 4x. This will give us negative 12x. Then negative times this negative to give us a positive. 3 times 2 to give us a what? A 6. Then from there, what is our next step? Our next step is to group the like terms together. Okay? In this case, the like terms are going to be 2x and the negative 12x, because this one is having x, also this one x. So I'm going to write 2x the way it is. Then this negative x, negative 12x, we just write it here, negative 12x, and then plus 6y, again plus 6. So you can check for this 6y, it doesn't have any other like term because it's just a term alone the way it is. There is no any other term that is having the variable y. Then from there, let's simplify. 2x minus 12x. This will give us what? Negative 10x. Okay? Then plus 6y. Then plus 6. So we have simplified. This is our answer. That is our answer. Okay? So we now move on to the other question. We now move on. We are now on question 3. Factorize completely. So they want you to factorize 3x squared minus 27. Okay? They want you to factorize 3x squared minus 27. So when you look at this question, the first thing, try to factor out the numbers. Okay? So you have a 3 right here. Okay? And a 27. So we look for the highest common factor of 3 and 27. That is what? 3, not so. So I'm going to factor out this 3. Then here we'll say open bracket. 3 into this 3, we are just going to remain with x squared minus, again here, 3 into 27. Because there are many times, 9 times. So that is what you are going to get. Now, from here, they are saying factorize completely. So when you look at this, what you have inside your brackets, you have x squared minus 9. Okay? So x squared. So this 9 can also be written in index form, okay, of which it can have a power of 2. So we can write it like this. We write 3 the way it is, open bracket, x squared minus 3 squared, you close. Because once you multiply this 3 by itself 2 times, you are going to get what? 9. So the moment you observe this, okay, you have a minus here, a square. This is a difference of what? 2 squares. So for the difference of 2 squares, what we are going to do is, let's get a 3, open bracket. Now, x squared, it means you've got 2 x's. Just write x minus 3. Okay? Then from here, you also write, you add 2x squared, you have written 1, so you have remained with x. Okay? Then, minus here, you write a positive. Then you also write 3, like that. So, we have answered that question. We have factorized completely. Not so? So, this is how you can factorize completely. This is our answer. Okay. We now come to question 4. So, question 4 is a question that is coming from coordinate geometry, finding the gradient of the line. Okay. So, the question reads, find the gradient of a line which passes through the points -3, -1 and 0,3. Sorry. So here, just take note of the points that you have been given. The first point is -3, -1. So this is your x1 and this is your y1. Then the second point is 0,3. So this is your x2 and this is your y2. So the question is, they want you to find the gradient which is passing through these points. Okay, so first thing, come up with a formula that you can use to find the gradient of the line. So the formula is, you are going to say gradient being presented by beta m is equal to, so here the y2 coordinate minus the x1 y1 coordinate over the x2 coordinate minus the x1 coordinate. So once you come up with that formula, then it will be very, very easy for you to work out the what? The gradient. So where you have y2, just compute, you put your y2 is a 3 here. Where you have y1, you put a negative 1 there. That's your y1. Where you have x2, you are going to get this 0. You put it there. Where you have x1, you are going to get a negative what? 3. So let's do that. So here, you're going to say gradient is equal to my y2, it's a 3, minus y1 is a negative 1. So you say negative 1 in brackets over your x2, it's a 0, minus your x1 is a negative what? 3. You also put it in brackets like that. I hope we are moving together. Now from there, what are you going to do? From there, what are you going to do? You are going to say 3 negative times this negative is a positive 1 over 0 negative times negative is a positive 3. So from there, we can now say 3 plus 1, we are going to get a what? A 4 over 0 plus 3, we are going to get a 3. That is our gradient, 4 over 3. Okay. If you want, you can also leave it as a mixed fraction, which will give you one whole number. Okay, to give you something like this, one whole number, then 1 over 3. You can also write it like that. Okay, because 3 into 4 it's 1, remainder 1, then over 3. So we've come to the end of today's presentation. I just prepared from 1 to 4. Then I'll post other questions of which we'll continue exploring paper 1. Thank you so much everyone for having time to view this content. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.